Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another pick a card / crystal reading by Spiritualistic. Last week I posted a yes, no, and why reading that was just super fast little pop-up reading, and even though the audio was terrible on it, you guys seem to really enjoy it. So I'm going to do another little pop-up reading. This is just going to be yes or no, and I'm going to use the astrology dice to give us a little more information. I am doing 8 groups this time, so please select. I'm going to start with 1 here with the dumortierite. Group number 2 is this jadeite nephrite. Group number 3 is the chrysoprase. Group number 4 is this prehnite. Group number 5 is this straight up meteorite. Group number 6 is the pink mangano calcite. Oh my gosh, pink mangano calcite. Gorge. Group number 7 is this raw emerald. And group number 8 is this blue tektite from Sedona. So, without further ado, please select your pile. I will post the timestamps below. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you at your reading. Namaste. Alrighty, hello. Welcome to the reading portion. If you selected the dumortierite, which has to do with organization, memory, past life healing, and strengthening your intuition, then this is your reading. So for group number 1, I'm going to first pull yes or no using this cute little, extraterrestrial dice that I have. And then I'm going to pull you some more information with the astrology dice. So for group number 1, keep your question in mind. The answer to your question is yes. Evens are yes and odds are no. You have yes because number 4. So this has to do with stability, your home life, or like your mother, your comfortability in some aspect of life. Something that seems still, but it's actually a means of security or stability. And a little more information for you on group 1. Okay, you have Mercury, number 2, and Cancer. So Cancer actually has to do with number 4. And it's interesting, you have 2. Gemini is number 3, which is ruled by Mercury here, and you have number 4 for Cancer. So you have 2, 3, 4. So the reason why your answer is yes is because things are unfolding accordingly. You have been focusing on yourself in an area of life because the 1 is omitted here. And you're now learning to communicate what it is that you're building, how it is that you're building something. If there's some sort of plan or organization that you've been putting into place or been trying to figure out, things are actually working out in your favor. And I saw 1, 2, 3 on the recording time. Hey. So there's something that you have a good foundation for already, and now you're putting some little pretty cute extra details on it, and this is going to help things blossom on the layer that comes next after what it is that's already blossoming that you've worked on. And there's an opportunity for you to step in a teacher role in some way, shape, or form, but it's not going to require you to go out on a limb and do anything. It's only going to require you to keep doing what you're doing, how you're doing it, and expect something to come towards you, or you will run into it. So that is why the answer to whatever question you asked is yes. And a little bit of extra detail orientation won't hurt you either. So they're saying plan for the best. Prepare for things to work out in your favor. But apart from that, whether your question was positive or negative, the answer is yes, because you have comfort and security where you're at. There's an element of nourishment, and the way that you are nurturing yourself is coming through the way that you communicate and the way that you're taking care of yourself. So, thank you for being here, and that was your reading, group 1. Namaste. Hi there, group number 2. If you chose this beautiful nephrite jadeite, then this is your reading. Go ahead and keep your yes or no question in mind, and even numbers are yes and odd is no, and then I'm going to use the rest of the dice to see more information we can pull for you. So keep your question in mind. Oh, this has to do with stepping into your feminine energy, your receiving energy, and also any sexual healing, sex magic, but it also will indicate healing and comfort, and just really almost like a in between a Pallas and Lilith kind of energy is kind of what I get from this crystal. So with your question in mind, the answer is yes, number 4 again. Now, the answer is yes because there's some sort of comfort. There's some sort of comfort here. Now, this might have to do with having some sort of protection outside of you with maybe you have a defensive barrier outside of you in some way, or you're a bit hermit-y, because this is Cancer. But I'm getting a different feeling from the number 4 than I got for group number 1. What I'm getting here is more so like the indication of the crab, where it has little pinchers and it's like hard on the outside, but on the inside, it's really happy and they're really sweet and they have those sweet little eyes and everything like that. So there's something where you are learning to set appropriate boundaries or know when you need to have your defense up, but when you can also just let loose and let your little inner softie come out. There's also an indication of intuition here and being comfortable trusting your intuition. Let's see, from the Astro Dice. Okay, you have number 3, the Moon with Taurus. Okay, again, we have 2, 3, and 4 coming in succession here. Now, there is a lot that is going on between your logical mind, your thought patterns, and your intuition. But you have hit the nail on the head in some area. It's like you have some good understanding here about what you value. You have some good understanding as well about the way to communicate and create what it is that you want from your life. There's an indication of either current or future abundance. But knowing to trust your intuition around knowing whether to trust your intuition versus your brain about certain things. And it's interesting because both can be ruled by the same area of your of your body, right? The brain, the pineal gland, the mind. It's all in the third eye chakra. So doing exercises to clear your mind, as well as picking up other ways that are not just your third eye or clairvoyance to pick up your intuition, because clairaudience and clairvoyance are run through the third eye, but you can also pick up intuition through any of the other chakras as well. So acknowledging when it is your brain, I'm not saying to turn off your clairvoyance, but I am saying that there's a lot of grounded, practical, and airy energy here. You have air, or you have earth, you have earth, air, and water here twice. So your emotions, your intuition, your brain, your communication is all there. But what is not there is fire. So tuning into actually like Mars energy a little bit, or Pluto, might help you out a lot. So again, the answer to your question is yes, because you are learning when to start a fire, because sometimes a fire can keep you warm and it can help you to survive, but other times it can be destructive. So there's an indication of you kind of finding which type of fire is appropriate when and where. And I think that you already know this. There's just an indication of either overthinking or the moon can rule both your thoughts and your emotions, and they are not one and the same. But pay attention to the cycles. This will help you out a lot. 3 is ruled by Gemini, which is a dual-natured sign, right? And then Taurus is number 2, which does have to do, again, with making a choice, back and forth energy. So you're finding balance in a certain area of life, which will encourage you to cleanse, clear, or enhance your feminine energy. So pay extra attention right now to your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra, but particularly on the left or receiving side. So pay a little bit more time listening, a little bit more time meditating to download and then clearing the actual mind, and then a little bit more time in faith receiving something through your crown chakra. So that is your reading group number 2. I hope that helped. Again, your answer is yes. Thank you so much for being here, and namaste. Alrighty, hi there, group number 3. If you chose this chrysoprase, I love this crystal so much. It feels like a happy little cloud. This is great for anxiety, creativity, heartbreak. This is kind of like, well, not heartbreak, but it's like happy, fluffy energy. And this will transmute like any energy in the heart space or the emotions into like creativity and just like light happiness. Oh, give me a second. My mom's calling me. Okay, so group 3, keep your yes or no question in mind, and keep in mind that even numbers are yes and odds are no. So let's see. The answer to your yes or no question, group 3, is no and number 5. So this has to do with obviously Leo energy, as well as the sun, your outward persona, as well as number 5 relates to children, your inner child, play, fun, romance, and confidence. It also is ruled by the throat chakra as well. So taking a look at that, your answer is no, because there's more fun, more play, more romance. There's something better coming your way. And you have 3, North Node and Libra, which are beautiful energies. Wow. Okay, so I'm hearing 2 things. One, that Hannah Montana song, it's like, life's what you make it, so let's make it rock, which I forgot existed. So if that's significant to you in any way, let me know how. But primarily what I'm getting is that there's really like, you were made for more than whatever it is that you are asking about. And if what you're asking about is something that you could only imagine, or it's something that you think is really cool, it's like don't even hesitate to go for something. The answer is no, because there's something bigger and better and more fulfilling and amazing, like beyond your wildest dreams, that's out there. Also, we do have indication of Venus rechecking your morals and values, making sure that everything is balanced, and there's an indication of this having to do with relationships because Libra is ruled by both Venus and the number 7. Divine timing and orchestration as well. 7 and 3 is 10, so you're completing a cycle, and this is allowing you to create something new with this new energy that you have healed. Now, as you are growing through this is why the answer is no, because there's more fun, more ease, more confidence, more childlike, inner child, healed, happiness, kind of joy energy that's coming your way. Also, it might help you to take a look at your north and south nodes in your chart. The north node came out here, which indicates that you are growing into what you were always meant to be, but also your north and south node in your chart. These are 2 fixed points, like the lunar nodes, and so it's important to check out kind of where your superpowers are. Your south node is your comfort zone and something that you're really great at, and your north node is your discomfort zone, but also something that you're really great at, but you grow into. So this can also be like they say in Vedic astrology, your south node is the ascendant sign of your last life, and your north node is the ascendant sign of your next life. So that kind of helps you to find your way, and you're meant to balance the energies between the two for this life so that you can fully blossom. And that's why your answer is no, because there is something fluffier and happier and cooler out there for you. So I hope this helped, Group 3. Thank you for being here, and namaste. Hi there, if you chose the 4th group, then you chose the beautiful prehnite crystal. This is a healer of healers, and it just helps to transmute, cleanse, and bring to the next level whatever healing energy you are working with. This also helps heavily with empaths and healers, lightworkers, starseeds, etc. So, group number 4, please keep your yes or no question in mind, and keep in mind that even numbers are yes and odd is no. So let's take a look at the answer to your question. Oh, you have a 6, which is yes. Now, 6 has to do with Virgo and Mercury, which has to do with your daily routine, sometimes your pets, your exercise regimen, or spending a little bit of time alone to focus on your healing. So, there's a phrase, you have to heal yourself before you can heal others, that's coming to mind. So, there's an indication that you are taking some time to get your own energy right, taking some time to release other people's energy from your energy, call back energy, that is yours, that might be dispersed in other places or with other people. Again, the answer to your question is yes, with a number 6, also dealing with the present moment, right here, right now. So let's get some more information from the astrology dice. You have Aries focusing on yourself, Neptune with subconscious, and number 4, staying where you're at, but focusing on nourishment. So there's an indication here. You have 1, 12, and 4, or another way to look at this is 14, 12. So there are indications here that there are some changes that are going on, but you are creating something beautiful. I'm hearing you're creating a legacy, or there is good luck when it comes to something specific, but it is the energy that matters the most here. So with Neptune, pay attention to your dreams extra at this time. Also with Mars, when you tap into your fire energy, be very conscientious about whether this is anger and frustration version of Mars, or whether this is passion and spirituality version of Mars. And kind of the meet cute in the center there will have to do with like the sacral chakra, which can have to deal with like sensual or sexual energy, fire, passion, and a lot of times fire energy, when it accesses the heart, which there's a lot of green going on here, can cause heartburn or oily skin or kind of bumps on the face, things like this. So you're being called to pay attention to what's going on with you internally, and then kind of nurture yourself a little bit more through your routine, but try to tackle what's going on energetically and emotionally. Again, the answer to your question is yes, and we did get a 4 as well as 6, so it's like a double yes, and this is a 10, which indicates you've been putting a lot of hard work into yourself, your energy, whatever your question pertains to. So know that luck is on your side, and that you are allowing yourself to clear, cleanse, and transmute, bring to the next level any energy that has to do with the topic of your question. Thank you for being here, and namaste. Hi there, if you chose the 5th group and this beautiful meteorite from Brazil, then this reading is for you. So what the meteorite tells me is that there is something that is either unseen, unknown, or yet to be discovered. But at the same time, you are being asked or encouraged to create space. In some way, this has to do with the space element within your own being. So keep your yes or no question in mind, and keep in mind that evens are yes and odd numbers are no. And then we'll take a look at the astrology dice. So your answer is no with number 5, and a little UFO is standing out here in the middle too. How cute. So this is no, because there is an element of free will, joy, confidence, playfulness, and inner child healing, or just children in general. There is a change that is coming up that might seem like a screeching halt at first, but you are being called to release something with the space element so that you can welcome in something new, which is why the answer is no. You might not see this coming. There might be an abrupt change in some way, or something that is kind of, let's say, a rift in energy. But the answer is no, because there's something better, but you must create space first for the fullness of the energy to come in. Now let's take a look at some more details here from the astrology dice. You have Leo with Mars and number 4. So, interesting. You actually have 1, 4, and 6. So, 5. I'm sorry, 1, 4, 5. So there's an indication here that there's a lot of passion, a lot of fire, and a lot of spirituality within this topic, whatever it is you asked about. There's also a lot of love. Now, I'd like to pay attention to the fact here that with Mars, you are meant to electrify yourself. It's almost like you are growing or leaving one stage by electrifying yourself in order to grow into the next. And with this, I'm hearing the term bridges burned. So maybe some things are leaving your life. You're kind of burning them off. Your immune system and metabolism could be acting a little bit quicker at this time. And with number 4, there's an indication of paying attention to the nourishment of your body. And number 5, you did get Leo, which resonates with 5. So there's an extra energy here of having confidence that things are going to work out in your favor, as well as knowing that you have more of an opportunity to play and stand in the limelight than you might expect. So I'm hearing the message speak now or forever hold your peace. So that could be that could resonate with some of you, but also the answer to your question is no. But I'm not getting that it's a negative. I'm getting that it's give the perspective a switch, or there's something that's better that you're not seeing coming yet, or maybe just some sort of element of what would you enjoy more, what would make you feel more confident. Like the option that requires more confidence would be the yes, whereas whatever you went to initially was the no. And this has to do again with creating space, and shout out to all my starseeds out there with the meteorite. So that's what I have for you, group number 5. Go group number 5 with 5 and 5. Oh my gosh, 5, 5, 5. A lot of changes that are grounding into your reality, giving you an opportunity to create something new. Don't expect the past to repeat itself, but utilize things that you learned in the past in order to continue taking the next steps forward. There you go. All right, so I really hope this helped group number 5. That's all I have for you on this one, and namaste. Thank you for being here. Hey there, group number 6. If you selected this pink mangano calcite, then this is your reading. So go ahead and focus on your yes or no question. This crystal helps you with abundance in your comfortability. This helps you with your emotions. It helps you with anxiety, depression. It also helps with any area of the heart center, as well as the sacral chakra. This kind of helps to bring an element of relaxation and ease to your life, and it also helps to gently replace it with abundance. This is such a beautiful crystal that resonates with the higher heart chakra in general, as well as the soul star chakra, but primarily with the sacral chakra as well. So keep your yes no question in mind, and do know before we start that even is yes and odd numbers are no, and then we'll get into the astrology dice to pull a little more info. So you have number 5. This is a no, and this is because there's an element of self-worth, confidence, and standing in your own power that has to relate to the question. Now, I think I'm hearing the phrase you can do better or you know better. So I'm getting with this is that there's an element of your inner child feeling a bit meek and wanting to stand in your power like a fearless lion. So also, there's an indication here that it's time for you to relax and let go a little bit, have a little bit more fun, focus on yourself and what you enjoy a little bit. And an oracle card that I made a while ago is coming to mind that says, if you were a child and had nothing to do, what would you do? Do that. So, the answer to your question is no, and I think it's just because I'm also hearing the song "Take a Load Off Annie." So, I think it's no because you can just skip out on this. You deserve more rest, relaxation, recuperation than whatever opportunity or situation this is would provide to you. Or it's just not necessary or would not aid in your growth in any way, even if it might seem like it from a tactical stance. Energetically, it would just be taking your energy. Now, let's take a look at the astrology dice and pull out some more information here. You have Mars, 4, and Leo. Wow, that is exactly what came out for the last group. So you might have messages in group number 5 as well. But there's an indication here of creating changes in your physical life. Now, as you do this, you'll notice that the past does not repeat itself, but the cycles will repeat. But the energy will be different as you've grown and learned from this. Things don't need to be as much of a struggle as they once were, and you're starting to take an approach of ease and stability here. Number 4 has to do with staying where you're at, as well as maternal energy. This is Cancer. This is ruled by the moon. But also there's an indication really of nourishing yourself, taking a little bit of a break or some time out to make sure that you're eating the proper foods. This is number 6, group number 6, which indicates focusing on your daily routine, your exercise, your health, your wealth. They say health is wealth. Also hanging out with your pets. There's such an indication of like pets and children and your inner child and just things like this. Like if you have the opportunity to sit down and read a book or to sit down and relax, just spend some time decompressing, going outside. That's why the answer is no, because your time can be better invested in yourself instead of whatever opportunity you would be investing in, because it wouldn't actually serve you as much as just taking the time for yourself. And then again with Mars, there's an indication here of learning and stepping into some sort of more impulsive action. You might be really trying to plan something, and that is, it's great to plan, but also you have the number 9 here, which indicates that in your future, in order to create more freedom for yourself and or an opportunity to travel, an opportunity to work on your mental health, because number 9 does have to do with psychology, and you did pick the pink mangano calcite. Doing things a little more impulsively because you feel like it might actually help you a little bit. You don't want to, I'm hearing the song "We Didn't Start the Fire" in my head, so yeah, it might help you to follow your inner guidance a little bit more and know that you're protected by your angels at all times. Take a little bit of time to drain that lymphatic system, drain that nervous system, and you don't need to give the situation the time of day, whatever it was that you asked about. The answer is no with a number 5. So thank you for being here. I hope this helped, and namaste. Hi there, group number 7. If you selected this beautiful raw emerald, then this is your reading. So there's an indication of higher learning and following your heart here, as well as having an opportunity to grow in abundance in some area of your life. So please keep your yes or no question in mind as I roll the die. Keep in mind that even is yes and odd is no. So you have yes with number 4. So this indicates that there is something where you have already planted the roots and you have nourished the soil, you have watched something grow, and it might seem like it's still, but actually there's a solid foundation here. Your answer is yes, because you have the opportunity to either learn more about what you're asking about or learn and grow in abundance in a different area while whatever foundation you have grows. Either way, there's an indication that there's a solid foundation here, and that in the present moment, you're being called to follow your heart and your intuition. So let's take a look at the astrology dice and see what other information we can gather for you. Ooh, yes, we have Uranus. We have number 8, and we have Leo. So there's an indication that you are supposed to lean into your individuality here. Now, Aquarius and Scorpio with Leo, this is actually a very, very strong energy. So whatever this is, the answer is yes, and it's yes because it will grow exponentially. You're definitely being called to learn more with the emerald and your intuition here with number 4 and Uranus. So focus on things that have to do with self-realization, like meditation, finding the answer within, following your own heart. But there is definitely an indication of leaning into your individuality. It will be so important because you have something, some sort of transmuted energy, transformation, or also monetary abundance coming through that maybe you've worked a lot on yourself with Leo here. So there's an indication to have confidence in the changes that you've recently been making, have confidence in yourself that you have already planted the proper foundation you need to step into abundance, and know that you can always learn more about yourself and what it is that it means to follow your heart, because that's primarily, I think, what this is trying to get you to learn. Also, look, this is kind of making a little smiley face, and I didn't even realize that I did that, so don't worry, be happy. Group number 7. But again, your answer is yes. And with Uranus here, it's really standing out, like this Uranus and number 8. So this has to do with number 11, which is self-realization, humanitarianism, and friendship, which is also ruled by Aquarius, which is the water bearer, which is an air sign, but also is a little bit like watery as well. It's highly intuitive because it deals with self-realization, almost the space element. So number 8 does have to do with monetary abundance and also transformation, sex, death, shared inheritance, things like this. But know that there is abundance. There is abundance, and you are being called to either learn something or just leave something alone and learn something else, or go play or do something that is really following your heart. I'm seeing someone like frolicking through like poppies. Oh no, I'm getting that imagery from the Wizard of Oz. So don't be afraid to go enjoy yourself, follow your heart, and take a leap of faith if that's what you need. If you're worrying about the stability of something, know that you already have the solid foundation that you need. You're being given an opportunity to either meditate, change some things up in your life when it comes to your relationships, work on that a bit, or just stand in your confidence a little bit more and have a little bit more time between the Cancer and Leo kind of energies there, number 4 to 5, which has to do with your home life and your confidence, like being the center of attention. So there's like this transition there that's going on. So you're being called to nurture yourself and the way that you feel internally. And know that your foundation is so solid, it's okay. The answer to your question is yes. I hope that this helped group number 7. Thank you so much for being here, and namaste. Hi there, group number 8. If you chose this blue tektite, then this is your reading. So what a unique and interesting crystal. I absolutely love this. But I kind of got kind of sad when it was time to do your reading. I was like, oh, it's the last pile. I'm kind of sad. I don't know if that will be relevant for any of you, like maybe FOMO or putting an end to something. But whatever this is, 8 is definitely the number of Pluto, Scorpio, death, transformation, rebirth, right? So, oh, and look, it's almost also kind of shaped like a heart. So let me get into your question before I start diving in too deep. So keep your yes or no question in mind, and know that even is yes and odd is no. Tektite helps you connect with higher level consciousnesses as well. So that could be significant to some of you as well. And I'm kind of thinking about all my previous trips to Area 51, but shh, don't tell. Okay. So keep your question in mind. Yes or no for number 8. Oh my god, you got the alien. Okay, which is so funny. So your question, the answer to your question is a no. But I'm also being drawn to the 2 eyes here. So this is 1 on this dice, but also the 2 eyes plus the number 1. It's almost like a 3. So 13, this indicates that there's something that's unseen, but you're meant to focus on yourself in order to create what it is that you want, because there's something that is divinely guided and blessed. This has to do with also like the dichotomy between things right beyond the veil and things, essentially things unseen. So things beyond the veil, also like angels, but also like all different types of things. Like you chose the extraterrestrial crystal, the tektite, you got the alien. And then also 13 has to do with, like earthwalkers and things like that, different spirits, whereas number 4, which is 13 is a 4, has to do with your angels as well. So this is very interesting. Pay attention to your downloads. They're very important. And also go within. Now let's take a look at your astrology dice to pull some more information here. The answer to your question is no. So yeah, take that as it resonates. And then you have Aries with Neptune and number 7. Okay, hey, so Mars, this is also number 1, so this resonates here. You have 11, which is self-realization, and you have 12 here with Neptune, which is also resonant with Pisces. So you might want to check into your dream realm for answers to your question or more information as well. You might be getting information or downloads in your dreams, in your sleep. You could be astrally projecting, or this could be something like a guide of yours or something trying to get you to lucid dream or astrally project or meditate and journey, do a journeying meditation. This is saying that you are highly creative, or you're meant to create something pertaining to whatever this is, the information that you are downloading. So I'm getting that you will be either continuing to creating something new, or finding a new creative outlet. And with number 7, this has to do with connections, Libra and Venus. So there's something about something that you really like that maybe has been swept under the rug, or maybe a lot of people don't know you like it, or you don't put it out there, or something like this. They're trying to put you in the most comprehensive version of yourself. You're being pushed to create new connections. Now, this might be with like different spirits, passed on loved ones, angel spirits, guides, ancestors, extraterrestrials, different realms, things like this. But you need to get to know yourself more deeply so that you can understand what's going on within and around you. And you can always continue getting to know yourself, but there's an indication that you're bringing your subconscious to the forefront. So as this happens, a lot of things are going to be unlearned in order to relearn. And I think that that's why the answer to your question is no, because I'm hearing it's not like you're not wrong, you're not off. It's just that there's more to the story is pretty much what I'm getting. And a lot of it is unseen or working behind the scenes for you. So group number 8, which has to do with also unseen things that are hidden, sex, death, transformation, primarily. So there is definitely an energy coming through of like death and rebirth with 1 here. And then communicating with something beyond the realm, beyond you. So if you have been feeling like a passed on loved one with you, or feeling like you're connecting with a higher dimensional consciousness or whatever, trust your intuition, pay attention to your dreams, and like take things a little bit more literally than you normally would when it comes to your internal experiences. And then again, the answer to your question is no, because there is more that is left to be unseen. Also, my third eye just started like ringing. So that could be relevant with some of you. You might be opening up some spiritual abilities. So that's all I have for you, group number 8. I hope that this helped shed clarity on your situation. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and namaste.